Let's have a look at quests. Quests have tags exactly like consumables and collectibles. So simply add and this will be available inside the individual editor. So let's open up the editor. Here we can see a whole selection of quests that I've created for the example game. As always, our unique ID and our display tab is pretty much the same. But let's go into the quest itself. So, like consumable and collectibles, a quest can be locked and set to be unlocked by the player completing a different quest. So what I have is crafting the shield of a before I get the ability to before I can get the quest to craft that, I have to craft the basic shield. So when I craft basic shield, this crafting quest will become available. Okay, repeatable. Repeatable, when this is unchecked, it means the quest can only be done one time. And after that, it'll go away. If you select to make it repeatable, then you can set how you want the quest to become available again. So in this case, it's set for a new day. So when a new calendar day comes around, the quest will be available to the user again. Or you can set a specific timer and then put in the interval of how long you want to wait. So maybe you only want them to be able to complete a quest once in an hour. Maybe you want it once a week. That'll be a lot of seconds, but you can do that here. You can also mark a quest as hidden. Now what that means is that when you get a list of quests to show to the player, it will not show a hidden quest, but it will still track it. So if you have a hidden quest for, say, losing the game, so every time the player loses a level, they get one count towards this quest. And after they lose 10 levels, then they complete this quest and you give them some cool reward for that. Well, if you don't want them to know about this quest, you mark it as hidden, and every time they lose, it will automatically track it until the quest is completed. Once it's completed, it will become visible, and then they can go, oh, I didn't know I was even doing that, and they can claim their reward. As with many things, this is all handled behind the scenes. You just have to turn it on or off. Now, this is the criteria for completing the quest. So on this particular one, to complete this quest, you have to craft an item, you craft a collectible item, and you craft this specific item one time. You can easily set it to something like, say, item gained and coins, and then say 2,345 coins. So once the player gets over that total number of coins collected, this quest will be completed. Like other things, you may have as many criteria as you like, and they all have to be accomplished before the quest will complete. I want to go a little bit more into the item or the quest criteria. For instance, the one-time events. These are system events that are tracked. And so if you've installed the Facebook SDK and set up the Facebook connection and the user connects with Facebook or follows you on Facebook, then this event will automatically fire and you can reward the player for it. Same thing with following on Twitter or rating a game. Another one I want to point out is action taken. So action taken, these things, the system does not track automatically. So like open shop. There's no way to know that the shop was open because that is a UI that you will have to create. So you will see in the shop screen code, it calls quest update open shop because there's a quest tracking how many times you open the shop, and that will fire off this event. So pretty much all of these have to be fired by you. Some examples, not all of them though. Some of them like equip a collectible or unequip a collectible will be automatically done. Let's look at item lost. So what's happening here is the system is watching for you to use this consumable, the double up potion, one time. And so when the player drinks it, that potion will be removed from their inventory and this quest criteria will be completed. And item gained is the opposite direction. So when you craft a double up potion or buy a double up potion from the store or win it in a game of chance, however it gets into your inventory, the message will be fired and this quest criteria will be completed. So once a quest has been completed, the player will then need to claim it. At that point, you give the player some sort of reward, and this is just shows a list of rewards that we set up on the other screen. Again, you may have multiple rewards, or a given reward, if you set it up to do so, may give multiple items. So there's lots of ways to go about this. That's it for quests.